Hello and welcome to Cowley NFL Update. This is Week 6 in the NFL. Bryson Turner and Taven Wohlford here with me. I'm Josh Wolf, and we're going to talk about this upcoming Week 6. Now, we saw how our picks went last week. We actually decided that we're going to keep track of our record of how we do week by week. And come Week 17, we're going to have a little competition, and whoever has a better record gets to sit back and laugh as the other two people are going to have to wear dresses during the show. So that'll be an interesting one. So obviously we want to try to get our picks right.
I look forward to seeing you in lace, Bryson.
I look forward to the day too.
Okay.
All right. So we saw, like I said, how our picks went last week. Anything that surprised you guys?
Well, I would have liked to have seen the Jets do a little better. Since they
First half they did all right.
Yeah, first half they did well, and then second half they must have halftime pump up must have been, hey, let's not score any points or get over 100 yards this next half, and you know what, they achieved
They did a
it.
great
They achieved that.
They're really good following their coach if that was the case. Yeah. So, And then for the Panthers, Cam Newton didn't play. We obviously saw that. Do you think the backup did as much as he could?
Yeah, I think he did. I mean, I think he played a terrible game, honestly. First half, I think he did really well, but he threw a game-changing pick there in the fourth quarter, I believe it was, and that really turned the entire momentum around. And then their kicker coming out in the clutch after missing a couple, that was something to see. So.
And then one more thing, Minnesota Vikings, the only unbeaten team left. Did that shock you guys, or did you expect Eagles to remain unbeaten, or is this how you thought it would plan out?
I thought if anyone would be undefeated through this first 5 weeks of the season, it would be the Patriots or the Broncos, just because they seem to set the tone for best offensively, just racking up points. Well, Broncos defensively. So Vikings have really surprised me, though, with their defense, and Sam Bradford's come in the clutch.
That's right. Yeah. Purple Rain is what it's been tagged right now as their defense, and I'm excited for it. It's great. All right, and also now we're going to start with our Week 6 picks. And so, Bryson, you want to start off with upset?
Yeah, so my Week 6 upset is actually going to be a little surprising. I have the San Diego Chargers upsetting the Denver Broncos. I believe that rivalry in the AFC West is going to bring out a lot. Because right now, Kansas City Chiefs, I believe, are going to get the wild card. It's very early on, but I believe they'll get that wild card.
Okay.
Broncos, I think, will take number 1. So San Diego right now, they're fighting to beat Oakland, and they're fighting to beat Kansas City right now. And I think Broncos are what they need right now to win that.
All right.
And Phillip Rivers also getting averaging close to 320 yards a game too. So he's coming up.
It's going to be a tight division, but for my upset, I'm picking the Cleveland Browns to upset the Tennessee Titans. One thing I've noticed about the Browns, are they losing ball games? Yes, that's something that they need to work on. But they also haven't done that bad. I mean, I know that's kind of weird to say an 0-5 team to not do so badly, but it's been closer games than what people think. 0-5 speaks a lot louder than what the actual score of the game is. Against the Patriots, you're going up against Tom Brady. To only lose, by that margin, it's not terrible.
And to lose your quarterback in the game.
Exactly. When they first they actually drove down the field and put up a score easily with, but it's just the injuries that are kind of hurting them. But I think that the Browns will come back and get their first win Week 6.
Okay. My upset for the week is the Dallas Cowboys over the Green Bay Packers. I think it's a battle of O-lines this week, and I think it comes down to who has the better running back, and I think Ezekiel Elliott is just a little above par from Eddie Lacy, and I think the Dallas secondary can not completely shut down Aaron Rodgers, but at least limit him to, I'd say, less than 300 yards, which is still a massive day, but for Aaron Rodgers, it's not that much.
Yeah. So now for our locks of the week, and like you said, the Green Bay, they've been stellar. Their offensive line was incredible last week. It's gonna. This week has really put different mindset on how our picks are gonna go. And so, how would you like to start off with the locks?
My lock of the week, coming off their bye week, the Jacksonville Jaguars will beat the Chicago Bears. You got Blake Bortles at quarterback throwing to the two Allens, Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson. And you got Yeldon and Ivory in the backfield. It's a powerhouse offense that is really hoping to make a reoccurrence and a revival this season, and I think they can do it. They held up with the Packers early on in the season, and I think they'll cruise past the Bears.
Interesting. And I agree with you with the Jaguars. I think they've really been one of those teams that have really been down low, but have been able to prove themselves, and I think this year they're doing a pretty good job on at least proving themselves. They've won a tough ball game, and I'm excited to see where they go from here. For my lock, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Miami Dolphins. Listen, Antonio Brown, you don't want to say one guy can do it all, but he's done really well, and Big Ben has done really well at finding him when he gets open.
Yep.
So Steelers, they've looked good. They've found ways to win, which is a very big key for any NFL team. You got to find ways to win. You can put up yards and stuff, but you got to find a way to win. The Steelers look like they're doing that. I'm picking Pittsburgh.
All right. Well, my lock of the week is going to New England Patriots over the Cincinnati Bengals for obvious reasons. Week 2, Tom Brady's back. He's not done yet, and he's not close to being done. I really feel like nothing else should be said on that matter. I'm going to go New England over Cincinnati.
All right. And also, another thing that happened in the news is that the Cowboys made a comment that they're keeping Tony Romo as their number 1 quarterback. What do you guys think of that? Should they keep Dak Prescott in and disrupt the flow of how things are going, or should they go with their number 1 quarterback who has been loyal to them?
I think Dak Prescott has, at least through these first games, he's really shown himself as a mobile quarterback, and I think that's more in line with their offensive line. I think still Tony Romo doesn't like pressure, but Dak Prescott can work under that pressure and gain a few yards on a short little scuffle. But I think Dak Prescott should be the starter, but I understand why they stick with Romo because he's been there so long, and Jerry Jones and how they have that love connection basically.
Right. Yeah, I definitely, Cowboys are an interesting topic because they really have threats on offense because, you run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott, he's doing great with it. So whenever you continue to run the ball, brings defenses up, Dak Prescott can also throw the ball. Yeah. They have a threat. They have a great duo going. I think they don't disrupt the flow. I think they should keep Prescott in until he proves himself he can't keep up with the pressure.
I would have to agree with you two on keeping Dak Prescott in there. However, I do think when that time comes and maybe he can't handle the pressure anymore, to have Tony Romo close in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is it for our picks for Week 6. If you guys have anything else to add, please comment below. And we will keep up on our record. Here's a quick picture of our records from Week 5 of the NFL season, and we will keep that up to date for you. Until next time.
Thanks.